Welcome back everyone to KWS Patterns. In this tutorial, I am going to demonstrate to you how to construct the centroid of a triangle. And in the construction of the centroid of a triangle, we need to construct the median. And I did a previous video on how to construct the median of a triangle, which you first would have to construct the perpendicular bisector of a given line segment here of the triangle, of the line segment of the triangle actually, and then from the midpoint to the vertex opposite the midpoint, you are going to connect your dot there. Now also from that, you need to know that because we did a midpoint, that segment is going to be this segment from B to D here. The midpoint is going to be congruent to the segment from D to C. All right, so we're constructing the centroid of a triangle. So I am going to demonstrate to you how to do that, and I am going to start off with a obtuse triangle. Okay, so I'm going to do the demonstration on the obtuse triangle. So this is for those who did not watch my previous video. So in order to do that, I need to do a perpendicular bisector of a segment YZ to get the midpoint. All right, to get the midpoint. And I also have a tutorial on how to do a perpendicular bisector. All right, all I need to do, all I'm interested in here, I don't need to draw my line. Once I line up my overlapping arcs here, I don't need to draw the entire line segment to create the perpendicular bisector. I just need a line here on the segment that I'm bisecting. All right, and now this segment will be congruent to this segment. Okay, now from the midpoint right here, I'm going to connect that line to the vertex that is opposite. So the median of a triangle is a line from the midpoint of a segment that is opposite that segment, which is the vertex opposite. So from the midpoint, you could draw a line to the vertex that is opposite. I am now going to also do the next one. All right, so this is the median and I need 3 of those, so I have to do more perpendicular bisectors. I'm going to do a perpendicular bisector of segment XZ, and in doing so, sorry, I didn't need that line. In doing so, I'm going to place my pointer at Z. I'm going to swing my arc, place my pointer at X, and I'm going to swing my arc also. Now, as I said before, all I'm interested in is the intersection of those two arcs, but I need it on this line segment that I'm actually doing the bisector of, which is XZ. So make sure, all right, that you line up properly. And this is me lining it up here, and I just need to mark here. Otherwise, it will be coming down all along, but I don't need the entire length. All right, now the vertex opposite that line here is going to be Y is opposite the midpoint of XZ. You draw a line like this. Okay, line it up again, and you draw a line. All right, and that's your median. Now we need the third one, which is the segment XZ we didn't bisect, so I need a little bit more than half once again on your compass span, and I'm going to create an arc or a semicircle. Right, there are a lot of arcs going on in this diagram, so just be careful with the ones that you're intersecting. I need this one right here and this intersection right here. I like to put a dot there so my eyes don't get confused with all the different arcs that are going on. As I said, once again, I need to line up my overlapping or my intersecting arcs here. And once I do that, then I need to just simply put that mark on here. Once I have the mark on that segment, all right, once again, you know that this segment is going to be congruent to this segment. Same with here when we did the midpoint. and I need that vertex that's opposite the midpoint, which is vertex Z. Once I have vertex Z, I'm now going to draw a line from vertex C, Z as in zebra. All right, draw a line there and go through like that. Now you'll notice that the three lines, the three medians, they meet again. Once again, this is called the point of concurrency, where they meet, and we are going to also name that point of concurrency, and that point of concurrency in this case is called the centroid. All right, so this is the centroid. All right, so this is the centroid, and that's with three medians of a triangle. And you can write the symbol triangle, write out the word, draw the symbol triangle, or draw the word triangle. Now, what I also want to show you from this diagram, right? And this is with an obtuse triangle. This is an obtuse triangle here. All right. This is an obtuse triangle. What I want to demonstrate to you is that there is also something key about the centroid. Now, the segment that is from the midpoint to the centroid, this segment is half of the distance from here to here. So this distance right here is half of this distance right here from the apex to the centroid. So the centroid literally cuts the triangle in a ratio of 2 to 1, meaning this is double 2 to 1. So the centroid cuts the triangle in a ratio of I write it here, 2 to 1, 3 parts. This is the 1/3, this is 2/3. And when you get into more on centroid and triangles, you will see that in terms of numbers. Okay, when you need to find the length of this segment, you can be given the length of this segment, and there's a formula that you can use because the ratio is 2 to 1. So from the vertex to the centroid is twice the length from the centroid to the midpoint. Now this is your centroid right there. Now there's also for the right triangle, so that's for an obtuse triangle. This is where your centroid is also, and I already did this for you. This is your centroid right here because it's your point of concurrency, and it's meeting inside, right? This is also meeting inside, and you'll notice that because they meet inside, right, that these triangles are very unique, right? Or unique in the sense that once they meet inside, you will also, if I do it on the so that was the obtuse triangle, this is the right triangle where they meet on the inside, and I want to show you what it looks like for a second. I think I have it somewhere here. All right. So I have a demonstration here, right? So what I did, I already for this triangle, I had already found the midpoint for you because I didn't want this video to be long and drawn out. So I found the midpoint. All I have to do now is connect it to the vertex opposite to create my median. So this would be my median right here, and this one, my midpoint is here. I create my median. So this is your median. Okay, and the last one is midpoint of UW, and right here. Okay, and it also meet inside. So the centroid also meet inside. So just like the incenter of a triangle, that on all three types of triangles, the acute, the right triangle, and the obtuse triangle, that they meet inside of the triangle, the same thing applies for the centroid. So you can also do another table. You can have a triangle symbol here, and you can say the acute triangle, and this is for the centroid, and you know that they meet inside, okay? And for a right triangle, meet also on the inside, and for an obtuse triangle, they also meet on the inside of the triangle, all right, the centroid. So this is a good way to memorize where they meet once you have this. And as I said, this is for an acute triangle. The other one that I showed you is for a right triangle. It meets on the inside, the centroid. And last but not least, we have the other one, which is this one, which is the obtuse triangle meet on the inside. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe my video, and I will see you shortly. Thank you.